My name is Rick Woolverton. I'm the VP of Operations Retail for Global Partners, LP. We're a midstream oil supplier for the Northeast. We have roughly 1,600 stations across the Northeast, including the Mid-Atlantic. I happen to run the company op portion of that business. We have roughly 300 stores in 7 states. I have 5 regions, 29 territories, and roughly 3,000 associates. Pandemic aside, I think everybody faced some of the same challenges in 2020. Really, I think the greatest challenge we face right now is really on the labor side. It's an ever-changing dynamic. We find ourselves competing with other retailers, even outside the C-store space, for the same labor. There's a lot of pressures on minimum wage, effective rates, compensation. Hands down, it's the biggest opportunity, probably the biggest challenge that we face now and probably will face going forward. There's been a lot of innovation born out of the necessity driven by the pandemic. Even prior to COVID, we were on a path to sort of reinvent convenience retail. We have a concept called All Town Fresh, which really speaks to a narrative about including all manner of shopper into our stores. The traditional C-store customer has evolved, continues to evolve, will continue to evolve. And that consumer is a much broader base than the one that we started off with 10 years ago when I got here. They're looking for healthier options. They're looking for fresh, prepared foods. They're looking for, coffee that's freshly brewed. They're looking for kombucha. They're looking for different options and juices and things like that. That's a big innovative step for us. We've now got 9 stores that are part of this model. I see this continuing. I see it becoming more of a mainstay for global. Out of our 300 sites, it represents a very small portion of our portfolio, but I could see that changing over time. C-store of the future, in my mind, is going to lean in very heavily to categories like grocery. We found in the COVID environment and probably in the new norm, consumers are using us as their local grocery store. Keeps them out of the big box retailers, keeps them out of the crowds. And while that might have been born on the back of this whole COVID environment, I think it's something that will become more mainstay in the convenience space. Again, people are looking for more options as it relates to that, more take-home. We're finding a trend towards take-home in convenience retail, at least in our space. So people are looking for prepared meals. They're looking for take-home beverages, larger pack sizes. I don't think that's going to change. And again, it's been a point of success for us throughout the 2020 pandemic. Look, there are only so many ways that you can make money. You can either get a greater share of wallet or you can bring more customers into the building. But there is a third way you can do it, and that's also securing the bottom line so that all your efforts on the top line are not for nothing, right? You bring that all down to the bottom line. Reducing workers' comp, reducing G&L claims, all those things fall into that bucket of protecting that bottom line and risk mitigation. We launched All Town Fresh about 3 years ago as a concept to really broaden our base of appeal, if you will, from a consumer perspective. Understanding that not everybody wants a hot dog off the roller grill or a pre-made commissary sandwich that's been sitting there for 2 or 3 days. And the whole idea was really the brainchild of the CEO of the company, Eric Slivka. And what it ostensibly does is it broadens that base of appeal by appealing to people that might not even eat meat. It's vegan, it's organic, it's non-GMO, it's gluten-free. But it's not just that exclusively. It's that in conjunction with the other things that maybe 70% of the consumers are in there looking for. So it's a hybrid. I like to refer to it as the 7-Eleven meets Whole Foods. It's really a way to invite a broader base of consumers into our stores. Freshly prepared foods, amazing food, frankly, with lots of options for a very broad base of people. Made to order, fresh. As an example, they use cage-free eggs. in the sandwiches, locally sourced products from the communities that the sites are located in. I mean, it's a really unique vision for convenience retail and something that we continue to build on. I think the core vision of the company longer term is to create a platform that all people can appreciate from the convenience space, and build on the success of the company that we see in these first 9 stores.